Hi, I'm Sheila Armstrong, Chair of Houston Team First Book. First Book is an international nonprofit organization based in Washington, D.C., and the founder is Kyle Zimmer, with the principle being that when children in low-income areas are given brand new books to take home, they will become better readers. Dr. Gerardo Leal, principal of Neff Early Learning Center, and I have been working for about 3 years on a pilot program entitled Eradicating Illiteracy. And we enhance what First Book does with the agreement of our first graders and all the students at Neff Early Learning Center that when they put their hand out to receive brand new books, they also continue to put their hand out to read to others and teach others to read. Now we have verifiable, positive data that concludes that this pilot program is successful enough to be spread through HISD and other school districts. And I really want you to know that something special is happening at the Jack Valenti School of Communications. Already they have produced 2 award-winning videos and with the title of Eradicating Illiteracy. And this year, Disney has picked up their second video for their upcoming National Reading Campaign. That is great. So we want you to join in, contribute if you can, donate, volunteer, so that we can shine a light on eradicating illiteracy. I hope you will be inspired and enthusiastic. So enjoy Eradicating Illiteracy, and God bless y'all.
Today was costume day. Today is a book, our favorite character day. I got Star Wars, 3 books of superheroes. I'm gonna receive some books.
This morning I was driving with my kid to come over here, and he was asking me, why are we going to the school? I like, we're coming to school not to study, but to celebrate the success of our students, our first grade students.
The books are all about things that our kids are interested in. So they're all eager to take these books home because they can relate to them.
Seeing the joy in our kids' faces today as they knew that not only on the test paper, but also through the smiles and congratulations of their peers, that their hard work was being recognized was fantastic.
Seeing these kids and the power behind the power that you've given them with the knowledge is incredible. And they're so happy and proud, and their parents are even prouder. Watching their little faces light up as they're getting their bicycle, but even more with the fact that they're so proud that they were able to read all these books. And I think teaching others to read is very important.
We can give kids that same opportunities to take a book and really get into that, the life of that book, and travel through the book, whether it's science fiction, whether it's fantasy. These kids will begin to see that there is something bigger out there for them, and they will want to read more and learn more about everything that is to see that we have.
The opportunity for children to learn how to read allows them to grow tremendously. It's not just a tool to be able to pick up a book and read the words, but when you can read and comprehend, that is what truly takes students to the next level and allows them a plethora of things to do later in life.
What's important is that the children are not only learning how to read, but that this is truly a village that has come together. The extended family, if you will, that is helping. We have not only our friends at Disney and the ABC Television Group, but here in Houston we have our friends from First Book, as well as the Sharpstown Rotary Club, who have really made all of this possible. Getting the books here is no easy task, but bringing together all of these various groups who really are truly dedicated to helping children learn is wonderful.
Well, you're giving them an opportunity to empower their lives. So when children are able to teach their parents and give them that gift, it's priceless. Because now they're giving them the ability to open new doors for them for the future.
I think literacy, especially for young children, provide a great opportunity not only to boost their self-confidence, but also enable them to have a better future, better job, and for all of us, that also translate into provide a better society for us.
Well, the Barbara Bush Houston Literacy Foundation's mission is to improve the quality of life for Houstonians of all ages through the power of literacy. One of the biggest barriers for children to learn how to read and to practice is having access to books in the home, particularly children of low-income families. And so the mission of First Book, to put books, brand new books in the hands of young children who need them most, is an important and critical foundation for children's literacy success.
What's happening here is that the great learning that is occurring in classrooms across the school on a daily basis only gets stronger when they get access to books that they're excited to read, that they get to choose, and that they get a chance to feel the joy and the privilege of participating in reading together as a community.
So not only are our students having the opportunity to read here on campus, but the tools that they are putting into their toolkit, they're taking them home and sharing these experiences with their families. They're reading to their little brothers, their big brothers and sisters, as well as their parents. A lot of our students here, English is their second language. And so not only are they acquiring the skills necessary to speak this language, but they're sharing these tools with their families, giving them the opportunity to also learn the English language as well. All because of the opportunity to have books provided by the First Book distribution that we've had here on campus for several different years.
The kids are given a literacy goal, and it's individualized. It's not a one benchmark and everyone who hits it gets a bike. It's an improvement literacy program. The kids are assessed at the beginning, they're given a goal, and the kids who sign the contract and work on their literacy goals achieve their bicycle. So this is not a charity giveaway. This is a program that is focused on getting children to identify a goal, work towards it, sign a contract to commit to it, and then when they have earned it, they get the bicycle. Nothing beats getting something you've worked for and earned, and you can see it over the faces of these kids. It's a wonderful day when you see them all lined up and you're giving them it because they earned it, and they know they earned it.
We found out in the 3 years that we've been working now, when these first graders this year, which we started out when they were pre-kindergarten, they will graduate this year and they will have a library of books that we've distributed in the last 3 years, including this year. And we found that when they take their proficiency test at the end of the year to graduate, to go to second grade, that many of them are going to be reading at a third grade level or above. And that's really exciting.
A wonderful benefit of the Magic of Storytelling campaign is that not only are the children themselves learning how to read, but they're also in turn teaching their parents and their grandparents and their families and extended families, whoever is in that household.
One of the things that my dad was always adamant about was education. And that's like a family mantra, is to do education, do the best we can. And we know that education is based on your ability to read and comprehend. So if you are a poor reader, it kind of takes away the excitement, it takes away the opportunity to advance or to transform your life.
The reason why I work so hard here at Neff Early Learning Center, it's because I love to see how the children grow in their education every day.
I would teach all my friends to read all their books, and I'll show them how to sound them out.
I say it's the track that things have to run on. You know, without the track, there's no train. There's no momentum. The way I see it is, if you have a track, you can't even think about the train and what it's carrying until you have the track. And so reading and literacy is this track And so when you put your little train on there with all these boxcars, you can feel it with math and science and chemistry and all these things. So you got to have a network to transport this. And reading is pretty much the tracks that it run on.
As First Book says, we are bold not just for ourselves, but more importantly for our children. So be bold on behalf of our kids.
So not only does this build their learning skills, but it builds their self-esteem and their confidence, the very pillars that you need to be forward in your life and to be successful in your life. You've got to have that confidence, and it's got to start somewhere. And if it doesn't start at home, then it's going to start here in the classroom at Neff Early Learning Center and with the wonderful works of Principal Leal, who is able to really bring that message home.
When we encourage kids to read at a young age, that means they will read for the rest of their life. And that is so important for them. And it is such a great job that the Neff Learning Center is doing, and we're very, very honored to be here.
You know, we are able to get our students motivated, and once we give them the books, our kids make the commitment to read to others and to teach others to read. And that is a great commitment that our students are taking home. Because not only are we giving them the tools for them to be able to practice what they learn, but they have, and we cultivate in them that it is possible for us to be able to teach others to read or to read to others. So we want to make sure that we continue this great mission, and it's not only stay here in our school, but it's spread among all the schools in our region.
Let's all build a better future for all of us.
Teaching a child to read isn't rocket science, and we're in the innovation city where we put a man on the moon, and so if we can do that, we can fight literacy here in Houston, and it takes a collective input. And you've just given an example of Disney and First Book and the Rotary Club and other organizations like ours working very diligently on important and research-based practices, one being putting books in the hands of children to help eradicate that. So we're gonna blaze new trails just like we have been the innovation of city and the can-do city that we can, and be leading the path for others to follow.
And to all those out there, I want to encourage you to read in 2017, and I'm watching you.
I appreciate my books. Thank you, Disney, for my books. Thank you, First Book, for my books.
Después de lavar mis dientes en la mañana,
every morning,
every evening,
when I finish brushing my teeth,
I will put, y voy a decir muy fuerte al espejo,
I will put my right hand over my heart.
I'll look in the mirror,
and I say out loud,
soy inteligente.
I am smart.
I am important.
I am important.
Voy a leer
I read to others.
And I will
teach others to read. I promise.
Yo lo prometo.
I promise.